Now, guys, what we have just done, we have created two VMs, VM1 and VM2. Now let us go back to here. Meanwhile, we will install the web server role also. Connecting to VM1 and at the same time connecting to VM2. Yes. Now, guys, let us go back to this image. If you observe here, guys, why we need a load balancer? What is the use of load balancer? In real time, guys, if you install one application on a VM, will you create a duplicate copy of that VM or not? That is my first question. Do we have another VM with the same application or not?
Yes, we can create.
Yeah, you will create actually. Why? Because if something happened to the first VM where your application is there, if something happened to that, the network is down, the power is down at that particular data center, then the second VM will come into the picture and it will resolve all the user issues. That means user can actually access the application from the second VM. If you observe here, there are 3 VMs and this is my website flipkart.com. What I have done, I have actually deployed the same application in all these VMs. Why I have done this? Because if something happened to the VM1, the website can be accessed from VM2. If something happened to these both VMs, the website can be accessed from the VM3. So guys, here I have 3 VMs with the same application installed on those VMs. Now guys, if you observe here, these are the users who are trying to access this particular website. And if you observe here, guys, each VM has a capacity. For example, this VM can handle up to 1,000 requests. That means if 1,000 users are logged into the website, it can take up to 1,000. If 1,001 user trying to log into the VM, it can go down or it cannot serve that 1,001 user. This is this VM's capacity. If you go to the VM2, it can process 3,000 requests. And if you go to the VM3, it can process 2,000 requests. That means these 3 VMs can process for 6,000 requests, guys. Now, if you observe here, currently at any given point, currently there are 3,000 users who wants to access the application. Now, there is a load balancer, guys. What is the work of this? The main work of the load balancer is to reroute the traffic of the users. For example, if initially, guys, 1,000 requests have come, it will reach the load balancer. It can give the 1,000 requests to the VM1 because it has the capacity. If 2,000 requests are coming, then this load balancer may not give them to this VM1 because it doesn't have the capacity. So what can it do? It can transfer some 500 to VM1 and remaining 1,500 to VM2 because the VM2 can handle up to 3,000 requests. And if 4,000 requests are coming, then what will this load balancer will do? It will give some 500 to this, 2,000 to this, and 1,500 to this. So guys, what is the work of your load balancer? It will actually, depending upon the number of user requests, it will reroute the traffic to the given VMs, which are all having the same application. So guys, when you're trying to deploy the same application on more than one VM, you need to have a load balancer so that load balancer can intellectually manage the traffic on this VM. Guys, currently the VM1 is processing 1,000 requests and something might have happened to this VM1. It gone down. Some network issue, the power issue, it gone down. Then what is the work of the load balancer? It will read out the entire 1,000 requests to this VM2. So all the users at any given point of time can access this website. Yes, do you understand this or not?
Yes, sir. But how the DevOps engineer will know how many requests will come?
Yeah. Just wait. I'll explain that. Wait. Now, guys, there is a concept called backend pool. So backend pool is nothing but all your VMs will be added to the backend pool. So in load balancer, guys, there will be one concept called backend pool. What is backend pool? Backend pool is nothing but it will all the VMs which are having the same application deployed over it. You need to add all these VM to your backend pool. So this is the entire backend pool. And if you observe here, guys, each VM will have an IP address. Is it correct?
Yes.
Without IP address, there is no VM. But guys,
one question, Venkat, for adding the VM to the backend pool in the load balancer, it required to VM on the same availability set, or
it is required to be on the same availability set. That is the reason we have created the set 01. I'll explain that.
That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah. Because if you don't give the same set one, then you cannot add that to your backend pool. That is the reason I have created one availability set and I have added I have given the same set number to the two VMs. Guys, in the diagram we are having 3 VMs, and when you practice, you also create 3 different VMs, because I have only created 2 VMs. Now, guys, this is your backend pool. Very good. You understand?
VM will be in the different zone.
Yeah, it can be anywhere. One can be in US, one can be in India, one can be in some Africa. No worries.
Okay, no issues.
Okay. Now, if you observe here, guys, you know, each VM will have one IP address. Is it correct? Each VM will have an IP address. Is it correct or not?
Yes, correct.
Definitely. And guys, and when you deploy one application on one VM, and if you use that IP address, what will happen, guys? For example, to access Flipkart.com, what I have done, if I'm using VM1 IP address, what will happen? VM1 IP address / API / Flipkart, for example, you are like that. So total traffic will go to VM1 only, na? Is it correct or not? If I use any one VM's IP address for the application, then all the traffic will go to that VM only. Is it correct or not?
Yes, it is correct.
So but we should not do that. So what you need to do, so guys, there is a concept called front-end IP. What is the use of this? You will create a front-end IP which will have a unique IP address, and all the user requests will be forwarded to this IP. And when you adding this VM to the backend pool, what should you do? You have to remove these public IPs, because this application should have only one public IP, that too the front-end IP. So what will you do? You need to remove all the public IPs, remove them, because these VM should not contain any public IPs, because the application from these VMs will be accessed from your front-end IP only. Did you get this point? Why I'm creating one front-end IP? Because I can't use individual servers VM's IP. If I use any individual VM's IP, what will happen? The total traffic will go to that VM only. So to remove the problem, what we have done, we have created one front-end IP. This is my front-end IP, and you need to remove the IP address of these VMs. After that done, whenever the user is accessing the Flipkart.com, it will go to this IP address. And load balancer, what will it do? When the request is coming to front-end IP, it will redirect the request of these users either to VM1 or VM2 or VM3. How it will done? Let us practically see that now. Guys, do you understand the concept of a load balancer? First, tell me this.
Yes. But thing is, how we can define the request?
Just wait.
If request is 1000, then
just wait. That you will know. Wait for me.
Okay.
Guys, each VM, I told you, there is a concept called health probe. Health probe is nothing but, we can say VM's health is good when the request coming to this VM is 1000 and it has capacity 1000. Then we will say the health of the VM is good because only 100 requests are coming, but it has the capacity of 1000. If, guys, there are 2000 requests coming to the VM1 and it has only 1000 request capacity, then we will say the health of this VM is not at all good. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Now
you mean to say for that we have to set the health probe?
Yeah, we need to set the health probe. Wait for me.
Okay.
Now go back here.
Do we have any tolerance for that number, for 1000 requests?
No, actually I'm giving as an example. In real time, you don't know how many requests will come to VM. Yeah, that is the work of the load balancer. So just listen, you will understand, guys. Give me 1 minute. Now let me go back to the VM1. This is my VM1, guys. Here, did I install IIS or not? you have to install the role IAS. Add feature, next, install. So same thing, you have to install the IAS on the second VM also. Next, web server role, add feature, next, install. So I'm installing these two things, guys. Now, let me go back to the load balancer service. So try to search for load balancer, guys. Yeah, this is the balancer. Go here. And guys, here, click the button create. Now I'm creating a new load balancer. Select the same resource group, which is learning. And guys, load balancer 01. Yeah, it is available. Yeah, guys, type should be public and click the button next, front-end IP. Now, guys, I told you what is front-end IP. Can anyone tell me what is front-end IP? In this diagram, what is front-end IP? If you see the diagram.
The user will connect via front-end IP,
Yeah.
not via public IP, something like that.
Yes. Users will actually access the front-end IP only. It will not access the VM's IP. So for that, I need to create the front-end IP for my load balancer. First thing is you have to create a front-end IP for my load balancer. So let me go and create a front-end IP. Let's add front-end IP. Click on that. Give any name, front-end IP. One name, guys. Front-end IP for load balancer. And guys, here you have to assign one IP address for it. So public IP, it should be public IP 01. Give any name. Okay. Now guys, click the button add. Now what you have just done, you are actually created one front-end IP for your load balancer. Just click the button review and create. So when I'm creating my load balancer, guys, you have to create a front-end IP along with it. So let me just click the button create. Now what we are doing, we are creating one front-end IP along with my load balancer. Now let me go back to my this. Yeah, it is done. Here install on my VM1 is done, guys. Here, guys, let's do one thing. Because I installed IAS on this machine. Let me go to this www root, and this, guys, by default there is a website. This is my website, guys. For now, just assume that this is the actual application like flipkart.com or something like that. Did you get my point, guys? Here, this is a website which has only one image. So let me do one thing. Yeah, before that. This is the website. This is the image which has been used in that website, guys. So to differentiate, this is from VM1. What I'm doing in that image, I'm typing VM1. So to know that this image is coming from VM1, that is the reason I have added VM1. Done, guys. You have that is done from your end. Go to the next VM, VM2, close. Here also go to your www root folder, guys. This is your www root folder, C drive and pub. Here also you will be having the same page. To differentiate, this is coming from your VM2. What I'm doing, I'm just writing an extra text VM2. Save. Done. So what I have just done, guys, when you try to, okay, I have just added one text to my existing image. So let me come back here. Okay, if you go to your load balancer, this is my load balancer. Guys, I have just created this load balancer. The name of it is load balancer 01. And if you observe here, guys, this is front-end IP, which I've created. This is the new front-end IP. So my application will be known with this IP only. Now, if you go to your backend pool, before going to the backend pool, guys, we have to do one more thing. I told you guys, we have to remove existing VM's IP address. Is it correct or not? Our VM should not contain any public IP, because from now onwards, all the users will only use the front-end IP. So guys, to remove an IP from a VM, what should you do? Open that VM, go to networking, open VM, go to networking, and go to network interface, guys. This is the network interface which will be created along with that VM, and go to IP configurations. Go to IP configurations, and guys, click on this public IP. And after that, guys, you have to click disassociate and save. When you disassociate, guys, what will happen? That public IP will be removed, some 20, 30, and one private IP, 10 series will be assigned to it. That means no one publicly can access the VM directly by using that VM's IP address. So what I have just done, I have disassociated the public IP from the VM1. In the same way, guys, let me go to VM2. This is my VM2. Go to networking. Same, I'm removing the public IP of my VM2 also. Network interface, go to IP configurations. Click on this public IP address. Disassociate this. Save. Now what you have just done, you have removed the two public IPs from your VMs, because we don't require the VM's public IPs to access the application. So what I have done, I have just removed those public IPs. Wait for a minute. Done. Now, guys, go to your load balancer. This is my load balancer. Here, guys, you can see, go to your backend pool. I told you now we have to add all your VMs to your backend pool. So, guys, give any name for your pool. Backend pool 1256, any name. And guys, you need to add those two VMs. This VM1, VM2, what I'm doing, I'm actually adding these two VMs to my backend pool. Just save this button, select and save. What you have just done, guys, actually you have created a backend pool with the name backend pool 1256. And after that, what you have done, you have added two VMs to it. Two VMs to it. Wait for a minute. What is backend pool, guys? Backend pool is nothing but all your VMs will be added to this pool. It is adding, guys. Wait for a minute. It will take some time, guys. It will take 2 to 3 minutes. Just wait for a minute. That we have added. The pool is ready, guys. Two VMs have been added. Next, guys, health probe. Health probe is nothing but, guys, you need to check the health of your VMs. The load balancer, you will create one health probe, give one name. And how will you check? You don't check, guys. It is not a DevOps engineer work. It will be automatically done by your load balancer. So give one name, guys. This is the protocol. This is the port. And if you can change the interval. Interval means, guys, if you give 5 seconds, what will happen? For each 5 seconds, the load balancer will actually check for the health of the VM, whether it is good or not. Just add. What you have just done, you are creating one health probe. You have created one health probe. Here you don't know how much requests are coming to one VM, guys. That is not under our control. Wait for a minute. So this is the work of the health probe. You just created it. And it's job to check the health of the VM. How many requests are coming to that VM? What is its capacity? So it is its work, health probe's work. Wait for a minute. It is getting created. Is the health probe? It is ready. If you go, yeah, done. Now, guys, if you see this load balancer, the final thing is the fourth one is load balancing rule. If you go here, you have individually created the backend pool. You have individually created the health probe. So a front-end IP is separate, guys. Now here you have to create one rule, rule 01. And guys, select the IP address. This is the front-end IP for my load balancer. And select the backend pool. This is the backend pool I am selecting for my load balancer. Give port, guys. Give any port. I'm giving port 80 for both front and backend pool. Now select the health probe. This is the health probe, guys. Now that's it. Now if you observe here, guys, In the rule, what we have just done, to my load balancer, I have added the front-end IP, I have added the backend pool, I have added the health probe. Just add this guys. When you create this tool, what will happen? Your load balancer, you have added one front-end IP to it, you have added a backend pool to it, and you have added the health probe to it. So you individually created those services, and with this rule, you have actually deployed that. Now, guys, go back to your front-end IP. Now try to access the application, guys. Go here. If you observe here, guys, can anyone type this on their screen? Can you type this, guys, and just tell me what is your viewing? Is it VM1 or VM2? Guys, can you try to click on that IP address? Everyone.
VM2 for me, sir.
Okay, next person.
VM1.
VM1 for whom? Okay, next person.
VM2.
Okay, two VM.
VM2.
VM2, 3 members. One member is having VM1. And next guy. Okay.
VM2.
Okay, guys. A lot of members are getting the VM2 and one got VM1. Actually, guys, if you observe here, I'm using the same front-end IP, but sometimes the request is coming from VM2. Let me copy. And sometimes what will happen, guys, the request may, you can see there in the same window. When I click the same URL, sometime I got a request from VM1 and sometime VM2. Why it is happening, guys? Can anyone tell me? Why sometime from VM1, why sometime from VM2?
Load balancing, rerouting the request.
Yeah, sometimes the request will be accessed by the VM1 from some users, and sometimes with the actually this IP you will give to the flipkart.com. When we are typing flipkart.com, each VM will show the same website, guys. The URL is the application is same on all VMs. Is it correct or not? You are viewing the same application. For example, guys, when I'm typing Amazon.in, that means, guys, this Amazon.in is there in more than some 10 VMs. When I click this Amazon.in, yes, I may be getting the answer from VM1 and you may be getting the answer from VM2. That we don't know. So whose work is that? It is the load balancer work to reroute the traffic depending upon the VM's health. Do you understand this or not? Guys, do you understand this or not? Why I am getting VM1 on this page and why I'm getting VM2 on this page? Do you understand the concept or not, guys? Is it clear or not?
Clear.
Yes,
Actually.
yes, sir. Yes.
Load balancing, routing the traffic.
Yeah, routing the traffic. This is the way of creating it. Actually, if you observe here, guys, it may look very simple, but if you don't practice, you don't remember a thing. And in the interview, they may ask you to create a load balancer. It is a very, very important concept. So till now, actually, no one is doing the homework, the assignment. No one is caring about the assignment. But guys, if you don't do the assignment, it will be very hard. You don't remember anything, guys. Someone is getting an issue. Who is it? Subrat Pal, are you there?
Yes, yes, sir. I was getting some issue.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me try first assignment. Just simple, create load balancer. One task, but you have to do it. To do that, guys, you have to, and please create 3 VMs, no 2 VMs. Create 3 VMs. Okay, guys, and create, after that, you have to create front-end IP. Then create health probe. Next, create rule. Next, create backend pool. You have to do all these things, guys. Then only this concept will be over. So do you understand, guys, what we have just done? Do you understand the concept? Everyone out of 7 out of 7.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
concept
correct.
is clear for everyone.
Right, sir.
Okay, and here just only one thing is missing. Why I have created the set, the availability set. What is fault domain? What is update domain? That will I'll explain tomorrow's class. It is a very simple class. So someone got an issue. Can he share the screen?
Okay,
Who just share your screen, guys. Who is getting that issue?
Sir, during the front end application, when I try to build, right, in the NPM, I'm getting this issue during NPM build. I've shared my screen, sir, whether you're able to see or not.
Yeah. It is saying what it is saying.
It is
Okay.
saying NPM
NPM
failed.
failed with return. That means, guys, have you run your application locally on your VS Code? Can you open your VS Code?
Sir, for locally, I did not run, sir.
If you don't run, guys, how can you show whether it is correctly running or not? So first thing you have to do, expand this. Where is open your VS Code?
Okay, sir.
That the project. Where is the project? Open folder. Open folder. You can actually open folder.
Open folder.
Close this. Go and open folder. Yeah. Where is the project which I've given?
This, whatever you have given, this one, sir.
Yeah. The next one. Front end. Open front end. Yeah. React. Yeah. Select this and select folder. Yeah. Expand the React code. It is having all the files now.
Right.
Go to terminal and try to. Actually, you have to open. There is another React code inside your React code, brother Subrat.
Okay.
In the next React code, open from open. Go to open. Top open menu. Open file. Open folder.
Okay. Perfect.
Again, click this. Double click this. Now click this. Now again double click. Now let's see. Yeah, go back. Go back means the back. Now open. Select folder.
Select folder. Okay.
Now it has been opened. Now open your terminal. Top menu terminal is there.
It is the
No, not. Before file is there. No file.
Okay. New terminal.
Yeah. Now here type npm build. npm run build. It will actually run it. Actually, sometimes what will happen? Yeah, you can see. Actually, you don't install Node on this machine.
Okay.
You have to install Node software, guys, to run your application locally, the React application. Open your browser and install Node. Open your browser. Because it doesn't contain Node file, that is the reason it is giving an error. Install Node, enter. Yeah, download Node and install it. Subrat, just do it. It will work. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. Which one, sir? The link for Windows installer.
Windows installer. You're installing it. Okay.
Okay, sir. This is one error. The another error is when I am trying to browse that my front end back end application, it is giving some.
Yeah, browse it. Have you deployed it correctly?
Yes, I have deployed correctly.
Browse. Slash API. Okay, slash API. Slash API. Slash. Remove API. Remove API and type API remove. Now type weather forecast. WEA. Weather. WEA. THER.
Weather forecast.
FORECAST. Enter.
The resource you are looking has been removed and has named the change or temporarily.
Okay. Actually, Subrat, shall we resolve it now? Because tomorrow, first thing we'll do that in tomorrow class.
Okay, sir, no problem. In the same time, I will install this.
Yeah, install that node and let's see how it will work tomorrow. Okay, guys, have you all? Please practice this class. It is very, very important class. If you get any doubts tomorrow, I don't touch any new concept tomorrow. I'll see whether you are going to deploy this load balancer or not. If you get any issues, tomorrow we'll only resolve your issues, guys. That is very, very important. Okay. Try to perform this today's class exercise.
Sir, we have completed 50% syllabus.
Yeah, completed. It is still there. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss that. Don't worry, Subrat.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Bye.